Hello, thank you for joining me today. This here is a tiny Scotch bonnet plant that I have grown from seed. I bought these seeds. I got them sometime late June. And when I got the seeds, I bought Scotch bonnet, Jamaican Scotch bonnet seeds, and I also bought the brown Scotch bonnet. And I've sown the seeds, and so far I've only seen 3 of them germinated. Instead, I see a lot of tomatoes growing in the container where I put the pepper seeds, but I don't think I got tomato seeds. I just think that maybe birds dropped the seeds there, or my soil was contaminated with those tomato seeds. But only 3 of maybe 50 seeds that germinated. And so I have been trying with this thing. This is actually a month old almost, and that's all, just that tiny plant. The growth is stunted, and as you can see, the leaf is curling because unfortunately it also got sprayed with the pesticide a few weeks ago. And so now I'm going to see if I can give it a boost. I don't expect it to produce anything between now and the end of our growing season. But what I'm going to be doing is mixing. I have 3 parts soil here, and this is compost. I'm going to be doing about 3 or 4 parts compost, mixing it, and I'm going to be planting this in there, and then I'm going to allow it to stay outside for the growing season. And then when the growing season ends, I'm going to bring the plant indoors to see if I can keep it alive, to see how well it's going to perform, if it's not too late for the plant, and if I can get it to eventually produce fruit, because it is really hard to find Scotch bonnet. In fact, you cannot find a Scotch bonnet here in Saskatchewan. You have to either buy the seeds somewhere or get someone to bring seeds, if you know someone traveling from maybe Ontario, or buy the seeds online. So I'm really going to try with this because I'm disappointed with the amount of seeds that germinated. I sowed some seeds outside while it was hot, and I sowed some seeds indoors while it was hot. I put those indoors under grow light, and 2 of them are struggling now, and they're smaller than this actually. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with those 2, because I think one of those that I have indoor is the brown Scotch bonnet, and then the other is the Jamaican Scotch bonnet, just like this. So I'm going to be doing the same thing like this to the other 2, with the hope that maybe one of them might produce fruit for me while I have them growing indoors. So we will see how that goes. So that's 1 part compost, 2 parts compost, 3, and 4. I don't have a lot of soil, but I do have a lot of compost. And I am thinking of going to the compost depot where you can actually get free compost. I don't know if they still have any at this time of year. And I'm going to see, you can actually take whatever amount you want. So I'm going to see if I can make 2 trips and load my van, and see if I can have enough compost to just cover my soil, my raised bed, and my regular garden with compost over the winter, to see how well, what effect that is going to have on my garden next year. I would like to have at least 2 inches of compost covering the soil. I'm also going to be collecting leaves from the neighborhood to use in the garden to cover it over. I just want to make sure that all of the soil is moist. Okay. Now I'm going to be putting it in this pot. I'm hoping that it will actually, the plant will actually take off, because I had some sweet peppers that were behaving kind of similar to this, not growing much and look as if they wouldn't make it. And now my sweet pepper, one of the plant, is very big, well, fairly big, and it has a few blossoms on it. I haven't checked it in a week to see if there is any fruit on it yet, but the plant is doing pretty well. So I will see if the same thing will happen for my pepper, my Scotch bonnet pepper. I wish there was a way I could guarantee that this pepper survive and produce fruits for me. I was so looking forward to having enough Scotch bonnets so that I can make my own jerk seasoning using all the things that I grow in my garden, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't given up yet. There is life, so there is hope. So that is it. Did you enjoy this video? Did you find it informative? If so, why not take a moment to subscribe to my channel and to turn on your notification so that you can know whenever I upload a video. Please leave a comment in the section below and give me a thumbs up. And I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening.